Versatile Mage. Chapter 257. Where's your contracted beast? Just what are you doing? Why couldn't the soul shadow nail stop the girl who could use fire? Shen Mingxiao said unwillingly to Peng Liang. Peng Liang was dumbfounded. When she walked down from the arena, it seemed as though she didn't want to give any face to Shen Mingxiao as she retorted, "What? The reason why we lost was my fault." Shen Mingxiao's face immediately sank as he returned to the group in frustration. Peng Liang was also smiling coldly. He didn't want to put up a front in front of Shen Mingxiao. Either way, he didn't think that this Shen Mingxiao had much ability to begin with. Luo Song was even worse. Zhu Delong had said a couple of mocking words afterwards, which caused him to nearly rush back into the arena and start another fight. It simply made him far too angry. "Alright, go and rest up to the side," Gu Han advised the few people who were currently nursing their internal strife. "Mr. Gu Han, let me go up in the next round. I still have some power that I had yet to unleash." Shen Mingxiao immediately asked Gu Han. Shen Mingxiao was not happy about this. In one aspect it was because Peng Liang was a dreg of the shadow element. He was also not happy with Zhao Manyan's passive battle style. Just how were these two people chosen as exchange students? They were useless when it came to practical combat. It was like 2 versus 4. If they hadn't lost, then it would have been strange. The next round of people have been confirmed. It's Mo Fan, Mu Nujiao, Song Chia, and Zheng Bingxiao, Gu Han stated. "You might as well have me go next round instead of having that pretentious Mo Fan go. I will definitely win the next round for us, Mr. Gu Han. Or could it be that you think we will lose both of the rounds?" Shen Mingxiao's mood was clearly affected, and he was no longer pretending. Gu Han glanced at Mo Fan and then back to Shen Mingxiao, who was very determined. From their battle, Shen Mingxiao's strength was indeed the strongest out of the 4. However, a loss was a loss. Gu Han had no reason to have Mo Fan stand down. "Mr. Gu Han, the compatibility between these 4 students is a little bit off. The Imperial College clearly came prepared. There isn't much of a gap between our students and theirs. But in terms of compatibility and teamwork, they're far more outstanding compared to ours. Zheng Bingxiao is a summoner, and so is Mo Fan. The two people whose mages are summoning are simply not as effective when they're in the same arena," Li Jing said. Li Jing had come to the Imperial College before Gu Han and Chu Yuhua. He was primarily responsible for the communication between the exchanges. Mo Fan wasn't there this morning, so he didn't know there was another teacher taking care of the team. This female teacher appeared to be siding with Shen Mingxiao. She added oil to the fire while Gu Han was slightly hesitant. The thing was, Gu Han also thought Li Jing had a good point. Out of the 4 people in the second group, 2 of them had summoning as their primary element. He was not saying that the summoning element was bad, it's just, in case it was counted by the opposite side, then they would be guaranteed a loss. In that moment, Zheng Bingxiao opened his mouth. "Since it's like that, then Shen Mingxiao, you can take my spot." Shen Mingxiao raised his eyebrow. He actually wanted to take Mo Fan's spot. However, since someone else took the initiative to give that spot away, then that was good as well. "Zheng Bingxiao, are you sure you want to do that?" Gu Han asked, feeling a bit surprised. Don't worry. It's all for our victory. Since Shen Mingxiao believes that he can win, then I might as well just give up on my spot." Zheng Bingxiao didn't want to fight about that spot as he displayed a considerate appearance. Mo Fan and Zheng Bingxiao could be considered classmates. When they spoke of the 6 people from the summoning element, the only person who was able to contend against Mo Fan was Zheng Bingxiao. The other people could only revere them. "Then go ahead. Make sure you don't lose this time," Chu Yuhua said. "Don't worry, I definitely won't," Shen Mingxiao said with confidence. Shen Mingxiao was more prepared now. When he saw Mo Fan in the same team, he recalled the Peng Liang who was a major obstruction for him. He immediately said to Mo Fan with a bad attitude, You better listen to my instructions later. Don't make any rash decisions on your own. If we lose, then you won't be able to compensate us for it. This is something that affects the reputation of our entire Pearl Institute. In the past, I thought you were a bit arrogant. Who would have thought that you'd be this shameless? If you're not strong enough, then why don't you just sit on the bench? What's the point of bouncing around blindly? You even took advantage of someone else's good nature and had them give up their spot for you. Mo Fan knew that Shen Mingxiao was against him, and after seeing his attitude, he decided to not be even a little bit polite. Just what can you be considered? I just don't understand how the school could let someone like you, a waste who only knows how to please the crowd, come here for the exchange. Shen Mingxiao snarled. Mo Fan didn't continue to fight with Shen Mingxiao. He walked over together with Mu Nujiao. Originally, Mo Fan thought Luo Song was the most annoying person. That guy Shen Mingxiao was even worse. He better stand closer to the good-smelling Mu Nujiao so he could disperse the disgusting smell of the two. Shen Mingxiao was fixated on Mo Fan. As he saw Mo Fan and Mu Nujiao laughing and talking, his face sank even more. Shen Mingxiao's pursuit of Mu Nujiao was something the entire school knew about. The major reason behind his great dislike for Mo Fan was very much related to Mo Fan being very close to Mu Nujiao. He didn't understand why Mu Nujiao, someone with such an outstanding personality, a goddess-like person, would actually let a ruffian like Mo Fan stay near her. It must be because she had a good temperament and didn't want to talk badly about anyone, so she let this shameless guy hang around. Zhao Jiao, when the time comes, please make sure to give me more protection. If I can't use magic equipment, then I basically have no defensive method, Mo Fan said repeatedly to Mu Nujiao. Mu Nujiao ignored him. Her relationship with him had yet to reach a state where he was allowed to call her name so intimately. However, this guy was not shy at all. From left to right, he would keep calling her Zhao Jiao. Hearing this made her feel ashamed, and really made her regret not dragging I-Tutu away back when they co-rented their place. You better use your full strength in this competition. If we lose once more, we will no longer have any face in our school. Mu Nujiao couldn't help but whisper to Mo Fan. Mu Nujiao knew that Mo Fan was capable of using 3 different elements. As the current situation was related to the reputation of the school, he should go all out in this battle. We'll see. I don't really want too many people to know of my magnificent talents, Mo Fan whispered back, but the shameless tone that accompanied his words rendered Mu Nujiao completely speechless. The people they sent out in the first round can't really be considered very strong. I refuse to believe that the Imperial College would only have this little ability, Song Chia spoke up. Those words caused Shen Mingxiao to feel very awkward. I also think so, Mu Nujiao nodded in agreement. Mo Fan, you have summoning and lightning element, right? Song Chia seemed to have a natural ability to take command. Even though Shen Mingxiao was present, she still took on the position of the leader of the group and asked, how's the strength of your summoned beast? It's only 1 step away from the warrior level, Mo Fan said sincerely. Humph, that's basically completely useless in this kind of battle. Shen Mingxiao didn't want to let go of any opportunity to attack Mo Fan verbally. Song Chia, however, creased her eyebrows and asked, what about your contracted beast? Contracted beast was a power that belonged to the intermediate level summoners. It allowed a summoner to enter a contract with a young magical beast. This would turn the magical beast into a contracted beast. That, I have yet to find a suitable one. Mo Fan replied dismissively. Everyone else creased their foreheads. This meant that ever since the rookie competition, Mo Fan's summoning element hadn't progressed by even a single step. That meant he could only rely on a single intermediate elemental magic. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.